Hey there, welcome to Abundant Source Raw. Just got finished eating a nice big meal of these Atolfo mangoes. These are some organic ones, and I found these for 88 cents, which is a really nice price where I'm at for organic mangoes. So that was delicious, and I just got done rubbing them on me, so if my face looks kind of orange, that's why. My favorite skincare products right there. But I recently just got a comment from somebody asking me about B12 and supplementation of other minerals, and so I thought I'd do a video on that. And so I'm definitely going to talk about B12, and I might do supplementation and minerals in a different video, just see how long this one goes. But this is kind of a huge question for all vegans, and you know, it's the one thing that we seem to be missing from our diet is B12, and it's something that really scares a lot of people that they may be deficient in. And you know, the first thing I want to say is no, B12 does not directly come from plants, but it doesn't directly come from animals either. Animals don't produce B12. You know, B12 is produced by microbes, and there are plenty of meat eaters who are deficient in B12. Way more meat eaters are deficient in B12 than vegans, from what I've seen. And if you're trying to get your vitamin B12 from meat, then you're also going to be getting a lot of other bacteria and bacterial waste matter that is not designed to be in your body. You may get some B12 from these, but everything today that we have, you know, all of our meat products and pretty much our entire society is so sanitized and so, you know, into this unnatural hygiene of chemicals and making sure, you know, there's no bacteria on anything. And that's really, in my opinion, the biggest reason why people are so deficient in B12 is everything that we, you know, consume and everything in the stores and all that, it's all so sanitized that there's not a whole lot of B12 producing bacteria on them. You know, in nature, we would just be picking fruit from the trees and from the ground and whatever else, and there would be tons of bacteria on it producing B12. And these microbes are everywhere. B12 is like everywhere, you know, in the dirt and all over pretty much everything. You know, and we even have the bacteria to create B12 inside of us. It's just that most people can't uptake it because of how unclean we are. You know, I've heard that the B12 that's produced in our bodies is produced in an area of our body which, you know, the B12 can't get into the body or something like that. But in my opinion, I believe that most people are just so clogged up and have so much mucus and all that they're just, and their bodies are so unclean that they just can't absorb the B12 properly that's being produced by the microbes inside of us. And I think another big reason why people are so deficient, or you know, are so worried about it, and why we don't have an abundance of B12 is well, clothing and shoes, and you know, not having your body exposed to the elements and to all the bacteria and all that, and not, you know, having your feet in the dirt and on the grass and all that, because you got to realize that your body, you know, your skin is always absorbing you know, whatever is coming into contact with it, and your feet are a major area of absorption, and that's why it's so important to be barefoot on the ground, on the earth, because all those minerals and all those tiny particles and everything is going to get absorbed into the skin through the feet. But we are all wearing shoes and other things that are blocking our connection to the earth and to the minerals and the vitamins that it provides. And so that, I believe, is one major factor as to why a lot of us are deficient, because we're just we're so afraid of dirt and mud and you know, getting nature on us. And the human body really does not need very much B12 at all. I mean, it hardly needs any B12, and your body stores B12 for a very, very long time. I mean, if you're B12 deficient, then you would have had to have been screwing up for a very long time, pretty bad, to not have any B12 or not enough B12 left in your body. because B12 is honestly pretty abundant, and like I said, we don't need very much of it, and the body stores it for a long time. So I've never even really worried about B12. I've never been tested or anything like that, and I don't really focus on the vitamins and the mineral consumption and whether I'm deficient or not. All I know is I feel greater than I've ever felt in my life, and you know, I feel 100 times better than I used to. And to be honest with you, I don't think deficiencies are really much of an issue if you are living in line with nature, and if you are eating your species-specific diet so you can get cleaned out so you can absorb these things properly. And another thing with these blood tests that you get from the doctor, or you know, wherever, any type of blood test, what it's going to show you isn't really going to be very relevant, because your mineral intake, your vitamin intake, you know, what's floating in your blood is always changing. And you know, the blood is just here to carry the nutrition and then give it to the cells and feed the cells, and you know, get it to circulate the body. So if you've got a certain amount of vitamins and minerals and all that in your blood circulating right now, well, then the next day, you know, it's not going to be the same, and it depends on what you've eaten that day, and you know, when your last meal was and all that. So I don't think that blood tests are a very good thing or accurate thing to go off of, because your blood's always changing. You know, if you want to have efficient B12 levels, then don't be afraid to get a little dirty, you know. Just like how I just used you know, these mangoes and stuff. Just wiping mangoes on me. This is going to have beneficial bacteria on it that's going to be able to produce B12 as well. And just, yeah, I think it's really important to be barefoot, like I said, and have your feet in the dirt and get absorption of different vitamins and minerals. And if you just live the way that you're supposed to in nature, then you should be just fine. And, you know, I don't know of any other animals that have B12 problems. They're just that are living in the wild, because they're just living with the earth. They've got full body contact with the earth, eating the plants straight from the earth, and you know, they're eating their proper diet, so they're going to be clean and they're going to be able to absorb all this properly, and B12 just isn't an issue for any of them. I mean, if you're really worried about it, then I'd say, you know, you can go ahead and take some supplements. I don't know how effective that's going to be and how good it's going to work. I've never taken any B12 supplements, and if they are good quality supplements and they're actually giving you quality B12 that your body can use, then you really shouldn't need that much of it. I mean, like I said, if you're taking in these B12 pills and you're still B12 deficient, then either, you know, the pills weren't great quality, or they were taken in such a way that, you know, they can't really get absorbed into the body. And that's the big thing here, is nutrient absorption. So if you're taking all this B12 and you know you're getting B12 but it's not showing up, and it still says you're deficient, then it has to be an absorption problem. And I'm really going to get into that. I am going to do a second video for the supplementation and the other minerals and stuff. But I'm definitely going to get more into that in that video. And also, to be honest with you, a lot of these tests they do for B12, I don't even know how accurate they are. I don't know how you're getting tested for your B12 or how these tests really work. And to be honest with you, I don't really trust most of these types of tests, especially like the blood tests, like I said. And because who knows how accurate they are, and who knows exactly what it's saying about the true health of your body. So I mean, personally, I think the best advice I can give you is to not worry about it and just eat the way that you know, you're just designed for in nature. Eat fruits, try and get organic when you can, so you know you've got more vitamins and minerals. I know they're still not the best because they're coming from the store, and you know, it's not like you're in the tropics where we're supposed to be eating the good stuff. But you know, organic's not going to have any of the chemicals, and it's really going to have more nutritional value and get you cleaned up a lot quicker, and get you a lot more of those vitamins and minerals and B12 and all that good stuff. So that's going to be it for this video. If it was helpful at all, then please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more content on fruitarianism, spirituality, and natural living, and I'll see you guys in the next one.